It's time for special Halloween episode. Hey guys, in today's video I'm gonna show you how to turn a cheap Halloween decoration such as these sculpts in these amazing terrain pieces for your Warhammer or any other wargaming game. So, without further ado, shall we begin? We're starting by assembling our skulls to our base, and for basic material I'm as usual using this type of hardened plastic which I'm buying from my local hardware store, and it serves as a base for bird boxes, believe it or not. And this is not a foamed PVC, this is something else, because this material is incredibly durable and it's just a simply perfect basic material for any wargaming projects. So once it's glued, now it's time to use our beloved cork bark, which is, by the way, one of the best wargaming materials you can ever use. So you can get your cork bark stumps, or however you want to call it, in your hardware store. This is where I'm buying it, but I know that they are having it in aquarium or pet shop as well. It's not that expensive. One tube can cost like 15 euro and it will last you for a long time. Now it's time to make our homemade sculptor mold. Now the recipe for my homemade sculptor mold is: you tear a few paper towels, then mix black powder for the effect, you add plaster of Paris, you add a bit of wood glue or PVA glue, and then spill a lot of water in there and then mix it until you have approximately cottage cheese consistency of your sculptor mold, and then it's time to apply it onto your project. Now this is very cheap and efficient way how to make your homemade sculptor mold.
Hey guys, this is Editor Mike here. Unfortunately, the whole footage of me filling the gaps with this sculptor mold got corrupted, so at least listen to what I have to say in post-production.
Now make sure you fill all the gaps, because we don't want any holes to be in your terrain, so we need to seal everything. And it might sound weird, but I find this really enjoyable, just to get your hands dirty and slap it onto your terrain. And as you will later see, it will create these amazing rock-like textures, and this is thanks to the named paper towels added into your project.
In this step we are applying gravel to our terrain piece, and this is a very simple step. You just apply the PVA glue and then grab your gravel container and apply it to the piece.
Once everything is dried, now it's time for priming. And as usual, I'm priming with my airbrush, and I'm mixing my own primer. So I'm using Pro Acrylic colors, and this time I choose black primer. Add a bit of gloss varnish and your flow improver, prime your terrain. Now first proper layer of color is a dark gray or medium gray. It's more like a medium gray. Now once that's dry, now it's time for applying a light gray, and now you are only applying it on a few spots, or maybe light zenithal, but make sure you leave a few spots from the dark gray, so we have these color variations, and we are almost making like a color buildup on the terrain. Now we grab a khaki color and do the spot highlight via airbrush. So choose a few spots on your terrain and just spray it there. Now once that is dry, now it's time for our earthy color. So what I'm choosing as a color is a raw umber or a dark brown color, and just cover everything what you consider as a ground, and also go on the top of your terrain pieces and target the shades as well, but this is up to you. Once everything is dried, now it's time to put your airbrush on hold for a second, and it's time for the dry brushing. So our first dry brushing color of choice is light gray. Second dry brushing color of choice is again khaki, and you're targeting the brown section or the ground section of your terrain. So go after everything which is dried. So again, we have like this 2-color variation. Once everything is dry, now it's time for oil washes. And my first oil wash color of choice is dark black or just black. What the hell is dark black? Well, basically, so grab a black oil wash or black oil paint, mix it with your thinner and apply it on every single piece of your terrain. And immediately, once everything is applied, grab a paper towel and start swiping the color away. Now, second oil color of choice is a streaking grime, and you will just make a few spots of the grime on your terrain. So apply it straight from the bottle and tip it onto your terrain and let it like drop and let it flow on your terrain. So we create these natural streaks. Now in this step, I'm going to teach you how to make a realistic looking moss. So you grab your very small particles of clump foliage and mix it with your PVA glue and apply it straight from your container onto your terrain, and use just a regular brush. Now leave everything to dry overnight, and now it's time to apply leaves or leaf foliage.
I recommend you to mix your own by going into herb shop and buy the closest autumny yellowish looking tea and then grind it in a grinder and use it straight from the grind.
Now this step is completely optional, but I like to enhance further the realism of the moss by applying black bear flesh contrast paints on your moss. Once it's done, I'm applying clump foliage. Now you can choose again any color of choice of a clump foliage. Since this is a Halloween terrain build, I like to go with this yellowish, dark orange looking autumn clump foliage. And the last step is to apply your grass tufts. Now, my grass tufts of choice are always gamer's grass because these are simply the best. Guys, make sure you check it out. You will be blown away by the quality of this, and just look how good it looks. And that's it. But before we do the full preview, I kindly ask you to subscribe and like this video and comment. It greatly helps the algorithm and it helps my channel to grow. So thank you very much for watching, and let's do the preview.